Scout then play a 2/2 Serpent with flying. Pay 7 to play a 2/2 Serpent with flying. If the enemy player has more than 3 cards in hand, play 3 instead. You know, if we didn't have Outlaw Ringleader, Sensari Dervish, Corrupted Behemoth in this pack, I would maybe consider Island Sanctum. But, I feel like I'd be happier with an Outlaw Ringleader here. I mean, how do we feel about Sanctum? It seems interesting. I mean, it's immediately a 3/3 or a 2/2 flyer for 3. Oh, I guess you have to Onslaught to get that, but if you have an attacker on 3, you could have a 2/2 and a Scout, which is nice. And it does scale well, like really well late, actually. I don't think you'll ever get 3 off of it, but if you have nothing else to do with your power, like if you're like me and you only ever draw power, then it seems good to have a power sink. Yeah, drawing power was gut-wrenching, absolutely. Pretty unfortunate. Yeah, I love Sensari Dervish. It's a great card. Sanctum's actually kind of busted at times. Also overall fun card. Had 3 off of it once in draft. Wins games if it ever gets to that point. Yeah, it just seems difficult to have an opponent that has 3 cards in hand by the time you get to 7, right? Like, it seems like that doesn't happen that often. And I think the fire cards are just better. Oh, you got a new deck for me to look at, Immortal? Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. So I agree. I think, you know, it could be really cool. But since we have these really good fire units, I kind of think we should take those instead. And honestly, it's kind of tough to choose between the two. Dervish is fantastic, but I think our Outlaw Ringleader is also pretty fantastic. And I would even pick Behemoth over Sanctum most of the time, too. Dervish is pretty OP, it's true. Is it better than Ringleader? One of your other units +4 this turn. So if you Onslaught, it's 5/4 for 5. Or 5/4 for 4, rather, and you can twist it to make something huge. Is super nice. Dervish is pretty great. And I even play it in Constructed. That Mono Fire list is super fun. Honestly, I'm having a tough time choosing between those two. A Shiny Insignia is kind of cool. It's definitely between the two of those. I honestly do not know what the better pick is here. Dervish having Charge is really nice, though. Maybe we should go there. I could definitely see cases made for both. But yeah, we'll take the Dervish here. Insignia again, wow. Good idea at the time. I mean, I think the Horde Duelist is probably the best card for us here. Keeps us open, and nothing else is screaming at me to pick it. Like, the Mining Team is just a worse 2 for 2, essentially. I think it's Duelist here. Yeah, exhausting a blocker is great. It can win games for sure. It's like a Horde seems like this is going to be a full face deck. Yeah, I mean, hey, charge into charge, right? It's not a bad thing, and I think between the 2 fire cards, Duelist is obviously better. Like, yeah, maybe we could take a Curator, but I don't think we want to take that right now. Paladin's fine, but it's not better than Duelist. In fact, I think it might be worse than Duelist in most situations. Twin Sight also fine. And Blood Nurse is decent too, but yeah, I think we're just gonna go Duelist here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the reminder, Walnut. I appreciate that very much, because I always forget. Ooh, okay. Well, definitely not gonna take the Blight Pass here. The Ruins Guide is actually kind of interesting, because we could find... I mean, we could get like more alley guides potentially and end up in Stonescar, which losing those 2 insignias is sad, but I mean, these are better than insignias for sure. And we also could find the Conscript, which makes the Ruins Guide pretty good for a turn. So Maybe we take Ruins Guide here and then hope maybe we're in Stonescar and we find some more alley guides and things like that. That seems fine to me, and it also keeps us open. And again, like that's a reasonable unit, 2/2 for 2, and can have some upside, not to mention none of the rest of this pack is really that thrilling to me. I mean, alley guide is undeniably good, but maybe we should just take Crooked Alley Guide. It's between the two guides. I can see cases made for both, but I think I like Ruins Guide because it keeps us open to our splash color. And we'll hopefully find some more alley guides in the future. You like Crooked Alley Guide? Seems like Shadow's wide open, so it'd say guide. Okay. Yeah, and I guess it's not always gonna have the upside happen. Ruins also works in Praxis, which is a ton of shift units. Yeah, that is true, yeah. Won 11 out of 19 with it, or 12 out of 19 with it. Did 20 but had something come up and had to concede a match. Nice, I mean, hey, 12 and 7 is really good. So, yeah, Ruins Guide keeps us open, which I like. And this is common, this is uncommon. So I think we will find more of these, and I think Walnut makes a pretty good point that staying open for potential Praxis, which does have really good and bigger shift units, seems like a good choice. And I think you're also right, Shadow does seem pretty open, but for now I think staying open to our splash color is going to do us good. Not a single fire card. That's kind of scary. But I think I like Angry Prophet. It's looking like we're just going to go low to the ground, go wide kind of style here, and Angry Prophet is conducive to that. Stonescar Outfitter is also pretty sweet, and that actually synergizes with the Ruins Guide, so maybe that's a better pick. Because it actually serves the go wide plan a little bit better, in that it buffs everything rather than just buffing Prophet to have a bunch of little guys. And the shift, I mean, it would only make this like a 4/5 for one turn, but that's still not irrelevant, right? So I actually think I like Outfitter here. Stonescar Outfitter right here, yep. Right out, in the top right, that's exactly right. Oh boy, that's another Outfitter. I don't think I want the Stonehewer. I've seen this very late many times, and I know exactly why. It's because it's not very good. Wretched Talon's interesting, definitely. But I think because of what it looks like we're trying to get into, Char or Outfitter are going to do us more good than Talon. I do really like Char, so it's kind of a tough choice. We probably should go Char since we already have one Outfitter. I feel like that's probably the better pick here. But having a second Outfitter wouldn't be bad. Char? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Char definitely will be rare, especially because it looks like fire is getting cut to some extent. Wow, Oni Patrol. That's great. That's exactly what we want here. A Stronghold Vandal and a Cabal Repeater? My goodness. I mean, Cabal Repeater is just better. Even though this is shift, I don't think we want to like bend our whole picking just for one potential thing that could be good with shift units. Cabal Repeater is really good, and it's a 3/2 for 2. And I think that fits exactly what we're trying to do. Blood Nurse is fine too, but I think this is a little more aggressive, and that's kind of where we want to be. Peter's insane. Should have been a rare, honestly. I think if it was a rare, it would maybe like keep the +1 in deadly. I don't think it's quite rare good. It's borderline. It's very good, definitely. Well, coin over rumors. So neither one of these is that good in our deck, but Muckcrawler will potentially be better. because we do kind of want to pick shift when we can find it for the Ruins Guide, so we'll take the crawler here, but it's not great. Just gonna go put Spitter in the pool here. Yeah, all that's going pool, even though it's actually in our colors. Ooh, Horse Snatcher Bat's great. It's a great top end. Kind of just chip away, chip away, chip away, and then snatch them. Oh, just kidding. Definitely end is near. Easy. Granite Ring wouldn't be terrible. And Pummel is definitely a great trick, but it's kind of hard to pass a Horse Snatcher Bat when you're in those colors. To be honest, I've had the best success with Stonescar in this format. Been drafting it pretty heavily. Interesting. I don't know if I've actually drafted Stonescar yet. But it does seem like a pretty good archetype because you can be very aggressive. And yeah, while the Pummel is good, I think it's just got to be the Horse Snatcher Bat. It's so good at the top end. Best deck in this format has been Praxis, although that was with 3 Wormstones and Blur Chasers. Wow, that sounds pretty good. I did have a very easy 7-win Stonescar deck in the, I think it was set 5 or maybe 5.5 format. But I haven't actually drafted it in this format yet. It certainly seems like it's going to be pretty good. I think here it's either Ankle Cutter or Extract, and I think since we are kind of low on interaction, we should probably take the Extract. But Ankle Cutter's pretty solid. It makes it very awkward for opponents that play Endurance or Lifesteal. But the Extract is just really strong. And Cutter's pretty easy to kill. There's a lot of things that kill that. Namely, Granite Coin, which is very popular. Easy Extract, yeah. Yeah, Extract is ridiculous. Cutter isn't actually that great due to lack of endurance units. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Stonescar tactic, deploy fast threats, backed up with removal. Yeah, absolutely. It's just tempo, tempo, tempo. And Extract is very conducive to that. Well, Whispering Wind is sweet, but we're not doing that. Backpacker's Machete is pretty good. Actually, I would even venture to say that it's quite good. Certainly better than Overheat. And nothing else in this pack really shouts at me. Shroud is fine, I guess, but why would we pick Shroud over Machete? The answer is we wouldn't. So it's gotta be Machete. Machete's so ridiculous, scouting in 2/2 for 3 is amazing. I agree. Could not agree more. Ooh. So, Mob Roll is pretty sweet, but Flickerling's actually decent too. Like, we want to be low to the ground, and having a cheap flyer is pretty good, but since we do want to be low to the ground and have a bunch of little units swinging in, the Mob Roll is going to be pretty good too, I think. And it kind of goes back to our tempo play game plan. And if there are going to be any more Flickerlings, we'll get past them almost definitely, because Shadow seems pretty open in these packs. So I think we'll go Mob Roll here, and hope we find Flickerlings in the future. Wow, another Machete? Why not? Yeah, seems a pretty easy pick to me. Light 'em Up, Dustblind, Sorrow Shroud, Lockhorns. Oh. I don't actually know. I don't think any of these are that good. Probably one of the 2 one-drop tricks. Light 'em Up seems okay. I think Lockhorns is probably going to do a little bit more most of the time. Like doing a Lockhorns on a Duelist or something like that to win a fight we wouldn't usually, or at least make a trade out of it, seems pretty good. And in a pinch, kills the next one, so I think maybe it has a little more upside than the Light 'em Up. If Light 'em Up gave him Overwhelm, it would be maybe a different story, but yeah, I think I like the Lockhorns here. Splash Wormstone, obviously, yeah. Lockhorns can trade into 4 and 5 drops, yeah, exactly. I don't love it, but we'll take front runner, I guess. Improvised Rebeler. Doubt we'll play it, but we'll pick it up here. Compass seems fine, I guess. Light him up. Not thrilled about Feed the Flames. We'll take it, I guess. Wow. Another Extract, I think, is probably what we want here. The Wall Breaker is fine. I like the Overwhelm on it. Certainly is pretty good. But Extract is just very, very strong. And there aren't that many strong cards in these curated packs, so I think we should probably take that. If there's any more Wall Breakers, we can pick them up later. Feed the Memes is still one of the worst cards I've seen. Yeah. It is definitely not good, and in fact, we should just put that in the pool for now. It's not good. Extract, however, very good, so we're gonna take it. Another Feed the Flames? Come on. We could take the shiny Rampager. It actually does look very cool. But we're not trying to pick cool looking stuff, we're trying to pick good stuff. That said, I don't think anything in this pack is great. So I think it's Flickerling just because we want the Go Wide plan to be a thing, and a cheap and decently statted flyer is pretty good, I think. And yeah, like Rampager could be okay in the late game, but Horse Snatcher Bat is where we want to be in the late game, so we're going to go Flickerling here. Of course there's another Flickerling. It's either Flickerling or Direfang Spider. Nice thing about Spider is it blocks big stuff. But again, the nice thing about Flickerling is it's flyer. And putting a machete on a Flickerling is pretty nice. Definitely do not want a second front runner. I'm not even that thrilled about having the first one. Although, I mean, we could put a machete on it, so it could potentially get better. That said, I do think the Flickerling is just better than either of the 1-drops, and Duskblind and Scheme are not good, so we're just gonna go Flickerling here again. Oh wow, that's many, many Flickerlings. Are we better served taking the Pyre Adept over the Flickerling number 3? I'm honestly not sure that we are. It's super easy to kill. It's basically Ankle Cutter, but without the upside, considering it's completely vanilla. So I think I'm happier taking the flyer, even though 3 might be a little bit ambitious. But I do think I like it better than Pyre Adept. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty good pack actually. And I think it's got to be Sharpshooter since we have double machete. Blinky's very good, no doubt. We are kind of heavy on 3-drops now, which is not good. We do need 2-drops, so maybe we should take Blinkwool for that reason, but Sharpshooter's super good with double machete. And even Compass is looking better with that, because we can just do it every turn. Higher, same stats, less cost. Well, it's not exactly the same stats as the, I assume as the Flickerling is what you're saying? Whoever's getting all these Wormstones is going to be ecstatic. Yeah, I think so. I think we do go Sharpshooter here. Gun down, Granite Ring, Consuming Flames. Gun down's really good interaction. We have pretty good interaction as it is. But the question really becomes, is Granite Ring better than Gun Down here? Gun Down is just super strong removal, and we are going to need that because we want to tempo our opponent out of the game. But Granite Ring with all these low to the ground things, super good on Sharpshooter as well. Kind of a tough choice, really. I think both would be pretty good. For interactions so far, we have Char, Sword of Lockhorns, Mob Roll, and Double Extract. I guess the main problem with Ring is it's slow. And we're never going to want to play it on turn 3. It's pretty good late. But I guess none of our stuff is really that big, so it doesn't really... Like, we'd have to just be super wide and our opponent not be super wide, i.e. not in a board stall situation. And in that situation, we're probably already winning the game anyway, because we're just wider than our opponent and swinging in. So I think it's gone down here, so we're going to take that. Probably Spider over the Axe. Ugh. Guess Axe. Shroud sort of is slightly better, but Axe being able to come back is kind of good. I'm not sure we'll necessarily play it, but... Well, second Sharpshooter. I know we have a ton of 3-drops. We'll probably even drop a Flickerling, most likely. I think I like Sharpshooter over the Brute, so we're going to take that. And there's a Brute anyway, so I suppose we take that here. I like it better than the thing that sacrifices to deal 3. Maybe the Overheat's not terrible. Not good, though. Oh boy. Not a good first pack. Spyglass, good idea at the time. Blood Nurse. I don't know why I read the primal cards. We're not considering those. They're just cards that are here. Humbug, I think, is the best card in the pack, or maybe Tauride Test Pilot. Blood Nurse is pretty fine for us. Yeah, Brute is 4 charge. That's true. Very true. I think in the pack that had both of them, the Sharpshooter's better, but it's fine to have. Yeah, this one's not great, but I think we take the Blood Nurse, because it's kind of the only relevant thing for us. So Stone Healer again. Angry Prophet. Stonescar Insignia would be sweet, but we need units, I think. We need cheap units too, and Angry Prophet fits the bill here. Salamander's fine, but we're so saturated on 3-drops, so we're going to take Prophet. Oh, oh my. That's real good. The Daring Maneuver and Streets of Flame are also very good though, so that kind of makes this a tough pick. With as many 3-drops as we have, I don't love the way our curve is looking currently, but the Waystone Elemental is just, man, really, really good. We don't have any shift, so actually Muckcrawler needs to go because of that. I guess we have 1 shift. Rune's Guide is fine by itself without the shifting though. Maneuver, Streets of Flame, and Waystone Elemental are all very good. I think because it's such a strong sort of curve topping unit, the Waystone Elemental is probably what we want. All those cards? Yeah, if we could take all 3 of those, I would love it. We kind of already have Streets of Flame in the Extract. It's actually exactly the same card except for the influence requirements and the lifesteal versus fast spell. It's really the only difference there. So while I like Streets of Flame, I think we're probably okay not picking that here. I like our interactive pieces as we have them. And the Waystone Elemental is just really good. I kind of feel like we want that. The nice thing is the 2 shifted shardlings when it dies. Like, if we did somehow have a Rune's Guide out when this dies, or even, we wouldn't even have to have it out when it dies, just eventually having that after this had died, having this buff up by 4/6 would be pretty sweet. It's the rare, yeah. Cabal Repeater. Oh, I didn't even see the Cabal Repeater. Shit. Maybe we should take the Cabal Repeater, actually. I don't know why I was only looking at these 3. Cabal Repeater number 2 might be exactly what we want, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4? Only 4 2-drops? So, man. But maybe we should take the rare. I know I'm waffling a lot. It's just like all four of these cards really are very, very good for our deck. Second repeater seems disgustingly good. That's really tough. I feel like, I mean, obviously we're not going to see any more Waste Elementals, and we're almost definitely not going to see any more Capital Repeaters. It's not easy. But yeah, we probably should just take Waste Elemental. Repeater is just super strong. Ugh, it's tough. Really tough. But we're going to go with the rare. Clan Barracks, no thanks. Pretty easy daring maneuver, I think. Aggression is... nah, I mean, it's definitely not better than maneuver, and Cutthroat is actual terribleness. We're going daring maneuver here. Talon's actually pretty good. I like it. Char number 2 or Blood Nurse? Probably Char number 2. Certainly not going to try to do Twin Flame. It seems actively awful for us. Second Blood Nurse will be fine. We just don't have twist support, so it's only ever going to be able to twist once. So for that reason, I think Char is better for us. Stronghold Vandal, another 3-1 for 2. We could just take Streets of Flame. The unfortunate thing here is we don't have that many 2-drops, and we kind of want those, and I'm still a little bit sad about giving up the second repeater, but the Waste Elemental is so good. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of interaction. I think Vandal over the Streets of Flame here. Bad we couldn't see it. A train was stopped on our way. Oh man, that's a bummer, Spirit Chiller. But glad to have you back, my friend. I think it's Vandal, just because we have pretty good interaction already. Another Char. It's either another Char or a Direward Lurker. The upside of Lurker is that it's lifesteal, and it's a pretty good top end, but Char is... it's just so good. Like, I don't think there's any amount of Chars that is too many for a deck. So we're gonna go Char. And hey, look at that. Easy money. It's all terrible, really. Oh my. That was a good last few picks there, of course. Well, I'm not too sure about this deck, honestly. I think we would have done better with a couple more 2-drops. The 1-drops kind of serve that purpose, though. I think the Overheat is an easy cut. And even Light 'em Up seems pretty easy to cut as well. Rubbler can go as well. Hello, Matty. What's up, Barry Dan? How you doing tonight? I think Compass maybe goes as well. Like, yeah, it's pretty good on Sharpshooter, but I don't know if we need it, really. What else could we cut? Probably Iceberg Frontrunner. Not thrilled by having that, really. Can we get away with 17 power in this deck? Answer is probably maybe. I'd probably cut one Flickerling. Just came back from buying some birthday presents for myself. Nice. Is today your birthday, or is it just upcoming? Because if it's today, happy birthday, man. I don't really want to cut any of this. 16th? Okay. Nice. So you're getting them just in time. Well, happy early birthday to you. Probably could cut the Lockhorns. I think the rest of what we have interaction-wise is better than that. And I think we can cut the axe as well. Currently at 15 power if we add power. Maybe don't even need Direwood Lurker really. Hey, what's up, Dead River Draw? How are you tonight? Yeah, we're probably okay without the Lockhorns. I mean, it's a pretty sweet trick though. I don't really want to cut any more of the units if we can help it. Except for maybe Direwood Lurker. I think we're okay without Lurker, really. Can be okay, but we want to be a little more aggressive than that if we can help it. We do 16 power in this deck. Probably not. And I think Lockhorns is the lowest hanging fruit here. Or maybe one Char. But I do like having the Chars around. So yeah, we'll cut the one Lockhorns, I think. And add power 9 and 8. Sure. I'm not sure it really came together as well as I would have hoped, but it doesn't seem bad. Because we do have a pretty good amount of interaction, which is nice. A very welcome change from the other two drafts that we've had tonight. We had a Marison the Eldest. Oh, it's Extinction again. Great, we're gonna get wrecked. Marison the Eldest and a whatever the 10-10 for 7 with endurance is in time. This hand is fine. And we also had a Kimmy, so it was super sweet on paper. We went 3-0 to 3-3 though, which is unfortunate. We just didn't have any good interaction. And this deck does have good interaction, which is nice. And good luck to you, Extinction.
Reporting in.
Oh, it's a new deck, okay. Well, I guess that's sort of good news. I would do it again. So we can shift this anyway, right? Let's just go Ruins Guide. We don't need to play Repeater yet. Probably should hold this until maybe they have an attachment, if that's even a thing. Sushi was pretty spicy? Ooh, I do like spicy sushi. I haven't had sushi in a long time though. Char? Alright. If you insist. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, we're gonna get our Waste Elemental. Yeah, I guess we'll play Repeater here. Would love to find our Dervish, a Char. There's a lot of things we could draw that would be good. Outfitter's actually pretty good.
Don't go in unarmed.
Another Char? Oh, Defiance, okay. Well,
You will pay for your crimes.
nothing we can do about that.
All golden boots.
Ooh, wow. So this actually works out really nicely. We can char this Blade Barrier as well. I like that quite a bit. It's a party platter split for 2. Nice. Delicious. Yeah, I guess we might as well play both. Just play it. And we'll swing, that's fine. Yep, take it. Retribution, most likely. Yep. Yeah, that silence is brutal, actually. Hey, there we go. Get the hell out of here. Alright. I mean, it's not gonna hold up, but lethal on board. Militant, okay. They block here, 2, 6, 9, down to 1. Fantastic. Got there? Sweet. Alright. It's not incredible, but if we find power, we could just suit this guy up with the machete and keep getting in. It's kind of risky, I think, to keep, but we're going to go ahead and keep it. Especially having these 2 5-drops is a little bit bad for us. Oof, that's really bad for us. Yikes. I mean, we can char something if we need to, and we do have a charging 2-drop, but the issue is going to be we have to have a power underneath this brute, or we are most likely just dead on the spot. You suck at draft spirit chiller? I mean, I was that way for a long time. It's taken a lot of practice, and I still would not consider myself to be that good at draft. I think I'm pretty good, but I'm nowhere near the level of a lot of other drafters in this game. I would certainly like to get there, and that's why I keep playing. I also just love drafting. It's so much fun. Ooh, nothing, huh? Sweet. Well, you know what? Suit him up and hope that we don't get blown out. Sweet, no fast spell. I like that. 3 colors. Pretty ambitious. It's probably not actually that ambitious. I just feel like it is.
To the stars.
Okay. As much as I want to scout, we're just gonna let it go here, because if they twist, then we'll be able to kill it. So that will be better for us if they do end up twisting. Or if maybe they play something else. If they don't have a thing to do here, they'll probably just twist this twice even. He's very used to it. Coin. And it still dies to extract, thankfully. Man, we're getting super stuck on power. I think we gotta put that bottom. Finding a fire off the top would be just great.
Focus your mind.
Sorceress, okay. Shifted. And a crasher. Oh, it's a dervish. Oh, swing 4. Play the flyer. I'm assuming no swing, but we'll see. Worn shield, okay. Yeah, definitely no swing though. Down 4 does essentially nothing except grow the sorceress. We'll save exactly another one, which would be surprising. Oof, yes. We can kill the enemy attachment. That's actually pretty nice. And will do. Also allows us to play our Wasteland Elemental next turn. Very, very nice. Chumping works for me. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, it just gives them one more turn with the chump blocker, so it's fine. Oh, Retribution. Okay, not what I was expecting, but sure. And we will play this. So just gonna chump here, I'm assuming. Yep. Down to 7. We have 5 that they can't block next turn. And swinging with the sorceress seems like not what they would want to do here. Finding a power would be great.
Halt!
Oh, okay.
You're under arrest.
We're under arrest. Power is great. So let's see, we dervish, we exhaust this. We swing with dervish for 4. This 6 will almost definitely get through, because they'll probably block the 4, although they might block here potentially. The alternative is just brute, but then they trade with this. Yeah, I think we dervish.
Move aside.
Yep. So take 6, down to 1. Then we have the 3 unblockable next turn. So they need exactly Defiance, ball short, sweet. Alright. Yeah, can't do that. No, it's not great, and we do need another shadow. Hopefully we can make it work. I'd love to just draw another 1-drop, like a Blood Nurse maybe. No, that actually works out really well as well.
Reporting in.
So now we can play essentially anything in our deck, and we can play this Extract on 3. Wow. No 2-drop is nice. I always just expect that my opponents are going to have something every time. Probably not a bad thing to assume, but no, I just always do. So we could swing and blow them out with a trick, or we could just char and get in. I think we'd probably just blow them out with a trick. Uh-huh. That. Kill it. And now we have char for something that's X2, hopefully. Dark Return. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and replay it right away. We can char it. Yep. Beautiful. Well, we can play the Talon next turn. I'm gonna hold the Extract. No reason to just hit face in case there's something we want to kill. Alright, well now we don't get the 1/1 with the Talon, but we do get to kill their weapon, so that's something. Randomly listening to the Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie OST. Nice! That is some old school stuff. We probably could Extract here. I think we want to keep holding it though. Oh, second Extract means we don't have to hold it anymore. Also means we have lethal next turn unless the opponent has something. That's gonna go bottom. Dire Beast. Yeah, we're gonna Extract that. They have a thing? Okay. Bottom that. Play this. A space. Defiance, maybe? Flash Grenade. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, it works on weapons too? Wow. Huh, that's pretty good. Enemy units and relic weapons. Huh. Did not actually know that. Have another Flash Grenade? Lookout. Okay. Well, Lookout dies to the weapon. Unfortunate that it doesn't die to Char, but, you know. Tactic. Okay. Trading off the weapons, fine. Dead shot, okay. Gonna stun it right away. Interesting. I'll just kill the dead shot. Fire Sigil is not the ideal draw.
We protect the throne.
Steel Legion also not ideal. Scheme. What can we draw here? The Sansari Dervish would be maybe the best thing. Guarantees a win. Are there any other charge units we have left? The Brute, I think, would be pretty good. Even the Waystone Elemental, the Horse Snatcher Bat. Basically anything other than power, which means we're absolutely drawing power here. I don't like that, but sure. Of course. I wish I wasn't as accurate as I am about when I'm going to draw power, because it's literally every turn. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we're going to lose now. Well, we found Dervish, but way too late. It does force them to trade, though. And then they take 2 from this. So we could find a Char. We do have one more, right? Did we cut one? I think we have still the third. We could find a Char, we could find... Dervish is not there. Brute would work. Swinging? Does I have to have, like, Retribution or something? I don't know how the swing makes any sense otherwise. Or another blocker, of course. Okay, no, sure. Ruins Guide. Oh, okay.
Past and present as one.
Do you have 3 Chars? Okay, nice.
Get used to this.
Yep.
Get used to this.
Sure. Come on, Char.
Get used to this.
So sick of drawing power, man. Oh, man. Brutal. We only have 6 left in the deck. But of course, we probably have 5 in a row on top. In fact, probably all 6. Oh, God, you gotta be kidding. Unbelievable they found a way out of this. Yeah, we just lose now. Outrageous. Man, that's super frustrating. We were so close to killing him. They found the Steel Legion at exactly the right time.
Hold.
Forcer. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, you got us. I get it. Yep. Man. Yep, that was a ridiculous amount of flyers and a ridiculous amount of power that we drew there at the exact wrong time. And it's good.
Reporting in.
Of course. Hey, we have one of those too. How about that? I guess in case we draw an extract, we'll want to have double shadow first. Well, say goodbye to your Blinky. Okay. Well, it's definitely Derbyshire, but Blood Nurse is good. Ruin. Okay, and Patrol. Yeah, we're not gonna swing through that. Just gonna play these and pass. Power would be a fine draw, so we could swing with the 2/2 and play the Talon, get the 1/1. Kill this would all be good. We're just gonna take 2 here. Ringleader. Well, that's a good target for this Talon, so I'd very much like to draw power. Thank you so much, deck. Play it right by swinging first. Get the Onslaught, kill this. And pass the turn. Brennan Motive. Now we're not really going to be able to get through on the ground if this continues. We do have the gun down. Pretty nice, but I mean, this trade I think is fine. I'm going to use the ability here. And get him for 2 in the air. So the air is going to be our win condition here. Yep. Take that 4. It's essentially 3 because of our 1/1. So that doesn't have quick draw yet, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure it never does. Would love to draw a Machete. That would basically win the game by itself. We will probably eventually want to block one or both of those, but not yet. I swear. I mean, I'm glad we went down to 16, but jeez. Doesn't make it any less ridiculous drawing only ever power. Opponent's drawing a lot of power too. I guess that's something. It also makes me happy we picked at least a couple of the Flickerlings, because games like this, you need them. Would love to find a Horse Snatcher Bat. Or again, either of our 2 Machetes. Extract would be sweet as well. Yeah, we'll take the 5. I don't want to risk that they have something, like we could have bounced that, right? But they may have some kind of trick. The suspect swing, I think. What do you got there, Jake? He's roping it up. Thank you. Ooh, Waste Elemental's nice. Very nice, actually. It's just gonna be a stone wall. Strike, okay. That slows our clock significantly, but now they don't have a clock really, so it's fine with me. Wow, that's pretty crazy actually. Wish I knew where sigils are drawn because I keep getting mana flooded and I'm ramping. Yeah, I wish I knew that too. I wish it always took the top one, but that also would be pretty absurdly strong. That would make ramp like way too good. But it would be nice to know. I mean, they kind of have to go for it at some point here, right? Have another char. Looks like probably another char. Yep. Opponents are on a lot of gas. We finally found some gas as well. Do we use it now? I think not. Repeater's sweet. Oh, it's all of them? Oh wow. Did not realize that. Damn, that's pretty sweet. Oh, we're just gonna get him with that, but I did not realize that was all of them. I thought it was just one. That's actually super good. And it actually just wins us this game. We actually didn't need to do it that way. We could have done Outfitter, but it's fine. We got there. Whew. Yeah, we can keep this. Hourglass, okay. I'm just gonna play patrol. I'd love to find a machete after playing this sharpshooter.
The castle will not yield.
Okay. Now, not the best target, but I think it's worth getting it out of the way to get in the damage. And we have another way to kill something, so it's fine. Submerged Titan. Not shifted. I like that a lot. I think we char because we know we can kill that with a char, and we don't know if they'll play something that is X3. Like, we'd be pretty sad to extract that and then they play an X3. Obviously, it's more efficient to play the extract, but we wouldn't be able to hold up char here anyway.
Focus your mind.
Shifting that one makes sense. So we just gotta hope there's less than 2 spells before it comes off the shift here. Hopefully somewhere around 0 spells, that would be the most ideal.
We run.
I'm doubting the trade with a 2-1, yeah, makes sense. And of course, like I said, we are getting stuck. But honestly, I'd much rather be stuck on 4 than being flooded here. Retribution on the 3-2? No, okay. Interesting. Considering the block there, it's interesting. So we could... no, I was gonna say we could theoretically win next turn. I don't think we actually can, though.
The vault must
Look
be
out.
protected.
Sure. We also can't use this ability on anything. It's worth noting. Opponent's also very stuck. Yeah, I think we A-space. Really? Okay. We will maneuver. Into 4. And any one of these getting through is lethal because of the extract. Theoretically, anyway. They go up to 5. I guess they could block. Oh, no they can't. And yeah, the spider's not relevant here, so we're just gonna kill. I guess a pump spell does save it. Okay. Sure. You have to trade, I guess, or chump. Yep. There, 3. So extract does the work already. So even if they kill this, yep. Dispelling doesn't do much. I guess they could still have some kind of spell or something. All right. Sweet. Dot calm. I love it. Looks pretty good to me. We got a 2-drop, we got a trick, we got a machete. I'm into it. Down to 6, I'm also into that. Actually, probably should have played the Shadow first, just in case they play an X1. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we messed that up big time, because we could have locked horns to kill that. I really don't want this to die in a trade. Yeah, that ended up being a pretty bad punt, actually. I mean, we'll see. I obviously didn't swing because I did not want to trade here. Battle Mage, okay. Oh, we're gonna get him with the trick. Yep. So now we can lock horns, which is good. We're just gonna do it. Yep. Well, it's certainly a better target for it, but it's okay. Lava Rule. So that does work, but we need power, so we're gonna put that bottom. Permafrost. And a Sharpen Reflex? Man. Pretty good turn. Alright, there's power, that's nice.
Don't go in unarmed.
Also means we can play our Waystone Elemental. Very good, very good. Certainly are going to need a way to deal with this. The Talon will do the job, we just need to be able to play the Talon. So, finding a Shadow in the near future would be quite welcome. I mean, I don't want to power at all. It's the last thing in the world that I want. I certainly don't want it to be a Shadow Sigil. Not me this time, but seems familiar. Yeah, it sure does. It surely does. Do we just... yeah, let's do it. Now we actually have a blocker for it. Thank you so much, Outfitter. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Anything but a Shadow deck. Shadow would be the worst possible draw for us. God damn it. It's not working. What happened to my reverse psychology method? I mean, the good news here is that we get in a lot of damage. Yeah, we can take 2. You know, you would have been nice a couple turns ago. Yeah, seems like A-space time to me. Sure. That's the one I wanted to trade with anyway, so thank you. Well, maybe we don't even need the weapon or any of this. We just win with what we have. Arbalist. Okay, so that's gonna kill the 2/3. That's fine. Coin, you say? Oh yeah, swing in. No matter what they block, we kill the weapon. And it's fine. We can get a little extra damage in, and we got the shadow. Yeah, screw it. Let's just extract. The troll. Sure. So that doesn't do it. Alright, nice. Uh-oh, we're up against GHP. This might be tough. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Hey, finished the finals, now I'm back baby. What's up, Aggro? Craig? How you doing? Oh, how did the finals go? Did the Raptors get there? How'd that mono time go? We ended up 3-3. We went 3-0 to 3-3. Just got super unlucky in the remaining games, unfortunately. And we ran into Extinction, who had a busted deck. Raptors won off the funniest play? Oh, was it like super close?
One shot will do it.
That's awesome. I'm glad that the Raptors won. Golden State down 1, misses the shot, rebounds, calls timeout, but they didn't have any, so they got a technical? Oh my god. What are they, Shit, why am I blanking on his name? The guy from Michigan. Chris Webber. What are they, Chris Webber? Oh, Clay got injured again, too? Oh no. That is actually pretty unfortunate.
Don't go in unarmed.
I will say I do like the Splash Brothers a lot. Like I really like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, but I am pretty happy that they lost, to be honest. Just been a few too many years of them being dominant. Landed on his knee awkwardly? Oh man, that's a bummer. Well, you know what? Season's over, so it's not like he's missing the last game and they lost because of that necessarily. I guess technically they could have lost tonight because of that, but... Sentinel. Well, the ground's locked down. Ooh, never mind. I mean, the ground is still locked down, but at least we get to kill this thing. And get him for 3 in the air. Really thought Warriors could pull this one. I mean, I did too, and it's never a bad bet against the Warriors because they are very, very good. Razor Quill. Alright, well, I get some life back. It's not going to be much in the face of all this flying damage, though. Whoops, we can get this guy in too. Almost didn't swing with it. So glad about Kawhi. Yeah, I'm pretty happy that he got another championship. He's just ridiculously good. Yeah, we can trade. I mean, our 4-2's not doing anything, so this trade is completely fine. And we win. Sweet. It's certainly not a great hand, but we have interaction and we have a flyer, so we are going to keep it. And we're just going to cross our fingers we find some action. That is action. We also have this Char to deal with something, which is sweet. Not the most insane target, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Another Char, sweet. You can do it, still has 7% on the battery, just enough for the last boss. Nice, perfect. I'd like to avoid a trade. I think we'll just extract here. Ruins Guide, sure. Nothing is good. So we'll go with the flyer first, because then we can charge something if we need to on their turn. And these are essentially the same, but this is evasive, so it's good to get that down. And again, very much more efficient to do it that way. Outfitter, okay. Sure. Well, if they really want to trade the 3-1 for their outfitter, I'm fine with that. More than fine with it, really? Yeah, it's completely fine. Let me just play our 2 units. Think your phone can endure? I think it can too. We'll get there on this one just for you. So your phone does not die before you get to see us win. Just made it to Silver 1, and most decks I played are Xenon. Lost every game, I'm sad now. Aw, I'm sorry, Immortal. Yeah, it starts to get tough when you get into Silver and Gold. That's when the going starts to get a little bit tough. Oh boy. Oh, that's scary. So wait, what does this do? Other fire units have +1/+1. So we're leaving it back to block. You know what? I think we just ace base here. If they block there, okay, fine. Char doesn't do it, but we get an extra point of damage in. And hopefully we'll draw Machete here. That would be just phenomenal. Spear to kill the flyer. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say no to that. Ooh, alright. I like that. I'm gonna keep getting him with the flyer. There's really no reason to swing this. Like, yeah, we could. Oh my god, that's a winning draw. It's exactly 9, unless they have. I mean, they have some kind of fast spell, right? So, yes. Woo! All right, 7-1. Love it.